what it is. This is the ghost that taught you the most. Ghost from the West Coast. Today, I just wanted to talk about like some events that just done happen. This happened yesterday. This happened last night. So, um, if you're familiar with the app DoorDash, now you know you can. It's basically like a app where you can order food and it gets delivered straight to your doorstep or whatever. You know, as a lot of people know, like a lot of the time, the people who are delivering the food just be your average Joe. Your average Joe just be me, you, all the good shit. What I wanted to talk about, I just wanted to talk about an event that happened while I was dashing, while I was doing the dashing. So while I was delivering food. This happened yesterday in the Fremont area. I mean the Strip area. I mean it didn't happen in the Strip area. I was there. Essentially got an order that was on. It was on the Strip, but I ended up getting a message from the people who had made the delivery that um, they indicated that it was the wrong address on the that the app was providing, the wrong address. They sent me the address to go to. Now the address that the app provided, it was only 7 minutes away. Now keep in mind that order was less than $10. Okay, I don't really necessarily want to make this about money, but yeah, it's gonna be about money a little bit. Um, no, yes, essentially, like, I get down there, I really do just decide, okay, I'm gonna take it to him, like, because that was the first thing. As soon as I accepted the order, that was the first thing one of the first things they had told me is that the order was in a different location. So before I even get the food, I'm busy deciding whether I'm actually going to even get there or not, or whether I'm actually going to accept the order or not. And you know, it just kind of like I ended up I ended up deciding anyway. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just go. But after that, like the people just they had the nerve to just to like let me like it would have been no problem if they didn't say anything. It probably wouldn't have been no problem. I was gonna deliver it anyway. It's like I'm not really doing anything else. Do I need the money? Probably not necessarily, but like it's like I might as well because it's just something to do while I'm out here while I just have free time. Why not make your time a little productive? It's just like they just over here like, oh yeah, yeah, you can please bring it to this address because I wasn't answering them at first. I did have the intentions of bringing it to him, but I don't like. I'm not trying to sit up here and fucking conversate with you about it. I get the situation, okay? Like, and it was just like they just hop on, just like, oh yeah, yeah, I got you. I'm gonna take care of you if you come down here to this address. um, right then I should have just do. They're not gonna do that, and that's pretty much what happened. I decided, yeah, fuck that. After I seen how far it was like 20 25 minutes away, I was like, fuck that. I ended up picking up my brother before I even head down there. Just because how long it was, and my brother was already in the area. I was already gonna pick him up after the dash that I did before and shit like that. So I just ended up picking him up. And just decided, okay, I'm gonna go down there anyway. And I get down there, give him the food, and it's like, um, all I got was $7. Okay, so the moral of the story is, the more money somebody has, the less they're willing to give. Like I really do see that in life and just in general. The more money somebody has, the less they're willing to give, or the less they're willing to kind of like just putting it like you won't see a lot of rich people just giving out donations to charities. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I don't look at myself. I really don't look at myself as being bound by the standards that society or the status that society tries to place on people. I don't really see myself in the bounds of I have to do this, I have to do that to be accepted in society. I don't give a fuck about any of that sometimes. But it is like um I do see that people in a certain bracket, it's like a certain mentality with certain shit. You damn sure not gonna see somebody who was just raised in money. How you might see an average person like every once in a while just give some money to a homeless person or something like that. Somebody who was raised, already had money, already like used to finances and shit like that. You might not catch them doing that. That's a real interesting concept to me. It really is. Like that had me thinking that after that happened, it was just like, okay, why would you let me know like I said, like it would have been a little different if they didn't say all that. If they didn't, oh yeah, I got you, I'm gonna take care of you. If you come down here, it would have just been like, okay, it's another order. It's fucking DoorDash. Like, what do you expect, yo? Like, I get it sometimes, people be trying to eat or whatever, but it's just like I'm just looking at that like, oh wow, like that's that's crazy. Like I really drove 25 minutes for less than $10. So I literally wasted way more gas getting over here than with the order that even actually provided. So it's like from my perspective, it's like, oh, I probably didn't even need to. I probably would have had more benefit just taking the food for myself. Like at some point, it's like, oh wow. But honestly, I can't stay stuck on like some shit like that. But it's um like what's the point of doing some shit like that if it's just like, okay, you putting someone in a position where they really don't have to do anything, but okay, I'm gonna do it anyway, as like the kindness of human nature. Just like, okay, I get, people gotta feed their kids, people gotta do this, people gotta do that. But it's also like, don't why get false pretenses? Why get false conceptions of like you may do one thing but do another? I don't necessarily blame the actual people that the order was going to, but it's just like it brought a thought. That was the thought of, okay, yeah. So essentially, that's it's literally true that rich people don't like to give people money. Rich people don't like to they don't like to just give money. They might not even like a lot of them might not even like to spend money for real. Like honestly, and like it makes sense because why why would I be rich if I'm sitting here giving um all all types of other people, places, and things my money, my attention, and shit like that. When I could just be putting my money and my attention into myself and whatever I got going on. Okay, I get that. It's a good and bad to everything. So like that's pretty much what I got out of it. Like okay, yes, pretty much it's a dog eat dog world, and I was probably the one that got bit that time. It is what it is. All I can do is learn from the situation and kind of remember. Um, a rich person ain't going out just giving all like that. Like I find myself like sometimes I may just be outside, be in the external and just feel like, okay, I gotta give some sort of energy off, especially if I have some energy to give. Okay, I might be able to just let me get this off. First person I see, just first person I see that want it, just give it to them. But now me going back and realizing like me doing that may not have been the best thing for me because me going back and giving that homeless person my dollar or my change or whatever, it didn't make me any richer. It actually put me closer in a position to be like them. I don't mean like, oh yeah, be fucking a homeless person or be fucking like yeah, be homeless or whatever. I really just mean being in a position to where I might gotta ask somebody for something and shit like that, or I might have like I might have a need for something from someone and shit like that, and I probably would have never been put in that situation if I didn't um if I didn't allow myself to put somebody else in that situation. Like they need something from me, which they don't need something from me. I just might make it seem like at the time because I really just realized it is what you make it. It is what you make it. And not all energy is like a good thing. You know, not all money is good money. You know, all attention is good attention and shit like that. I realize that a lot of the shit that you do, you kind of multiply whatever the energy you're in while you're doing it, you multiply that. So whatever energy I was in, thinking, okay, this is gonna come back to me later in a good way. This is probably it right here. This is probably the best out of me giving a homeless person money. This is probably the best that came out of it. I can come back and talk about it. It might not actually turn back into money coming back into my hand unless I make it that. You feel me? But for the most part, I do see how people who do have money, they're not just going out their way giving their money to everybody for no reason. I do see that. I do see that. Not everybody deserves charity. Not everybody deserves. Sometimes the best thing for people is just for them to learn themselves, and not and I don't mean like everybody has to go through hard shit. Sometimes people are in the position they in because that's the position they want to be in life, whether they can control that or not. So at the end of the day, whenever you're interacting with people, you interact with them at their level, whether you know it or not. So just be careful who you talk to, how you talk to them, how you interacting with people and shit like that. Cause that shit does come back for sure. Whether it's in a way that you expect or not, that shit's gonna come back. It's gonna come back to bite you in the ass at some point in time. So, even just putting good energy out there, you always gonna get you're gonna get the opposite first. So if you're putting too much good energy, good intention out there, you're gonna meet the opposite first. So trust and believe you're gonna meet some negative shit, trying to be all positive, trying to be too positive and shit like that, trying to be seen in a positive light all the fucking time. So just really watch what you do, watch how you do it and shit like that, and just always accept God as your God is your stepping stool. That's pretty much it. It's about to be Sunday. It's the first of the month. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I just want to talk about my experience dealing with DoorDash and shit like that, and just always remember like you are not your circumstances situation. You are what you make out of it. So make the best. Shit, this the best. We the best music. But yeah, thank you for watching. This is the ghost that taught you the most. Ghost from West Coast. If you made it this far in the video, give a like, subscribe, whatever. Do all that good shit. I'm trying to build this channel up to be what it used to be, but even better. Shit, let's make something better. This is Ghost from the West Coast. You probably know me from my other channel. You might not. If you don't, subscribe. If you like this video, give a like. Thank you for watching. Peace.